lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am completely aware that I look totally crazy right now, but I just had to go ahead and film a quick intro. So I wanted to do a ton of looks using the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. This is what it looks like. I did a full review, first impression, and swatches of it in case you guys are interested, but I really am inspired by this palette, so I kind of just sat down and I did one eye, and then I did the other eye, and I did the next eye, so I was kind of just going back and forth, and I just did closer up on my camera. So if you guys like this type of video, definitely let me know and I can do more in the future. I did want to just give a little disclaimer if towards the end, this smoky eye, the shadow wasn't sticking as well, and that's probably because I put makeup on, I took it off, I put makeup on, I took it off, so by the third time it wasn't sticking as great because my eyes are getting irritated. But hopefully you guys get some ideas, get some looks in mind from this palette, or get some inspiration. I didn't go out and do a ton of extra stuff. I didn't do random other colors in the waterline. I didn't do any winged line or anything. I just did shades and then finished it off with mascara and eyeliner in my waterline each time, just to give you guys an idea of the look. So you can definitely go ahead and add glitter or whatever else to make it your own, but I just wanted to make this video as quick and easy as possible to film. So if you want to see all 7 looks, I believe, I might not like one, so maybe it'll be 6, but right now it's 7 looks, then just keep watching. So I'm starting the first look off, and it is a purpley pinky smoky eye, and I'm just going to start with the shade Electric, this really pretty bubblegum cotton candy type pink shade, and I'm just blending that into my crease with a fluffy brush and then slowly building it up until I get the intensity that I want. I really love this particular shade, and I'm also going to take that along my lower lash line. Now I'm going into Swag, which is a really pretty bright purple, and I'm just going to start off putting that in my outer V and then blending into my crease. I'm using a slightly more precise crease brush. I'm also going to take that along my lower lash line. Now I'm taking the shade Wicked, which is a beautiful purpley blue shimmery shade, and I'm just building that up on my lid. I definitely think it applies better with your finger, but it is a beautiful shade. And then I'm just taking the really pretty highlighter shade and just putting that on my inner corner and my brow bone, and that is the shade Spirit. And then I'm just finishing everything off with the ColourPop gel liner in Swerve and some mascara. And that is the final look. So next we're going to do a really neutral bronzy eye. I wanted to show how this palette could be used for everything. So I'm starting off with the shade Candy, which is a nice light warm transition type shade, and I'm just blending that with a fluffy brush and building that up slowly. Also taking that along my lower lash line. And now I'm going into Escape, which is a really pretty warm toned mid-tone brown, and I'm just going very heavy with this in my outer V and then into my crease as well, and slowly blending. And as the product gets off of my brush, I'm taking it along my lower lash line and then blending upwards. Now I'm going into the shade Hipster, which is a nice cool toned dark brown, and I'm just throwing that into my outer V and blending. Also going to kind of take that onto the outer third of my lower lash line. Going back in my previous brush, just blending the edges, and then I'm taking Flash, which is a metallic coppery gold, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. And then I'm taking Magical, and I'm just using that along my lower lash line just to add a nice little golden pop. And then I'm taking Trixie, which is a beautiful highlight shade, and I'm just putting that on my inner corner and underneath my brow bone. Again, finishing off with some eyeliner and mascara. So this next look, I'm just going to call the KKW times Mario look. And basically, I'm just taking all the same matte shades that I used in the previous look, I'm just taking off the lid shade, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the blue shade on top instead of that copper. This is the shade Trance, which is beautiful, and it normally works very well. However, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't put a base down or any concealer or anything. I just put it on my eyelid. So it didn't stick quite as well as it normally would if you used a primer, which is how I always do my eyeshadow. But you guys can still get the idea of what the look would be. And then I went ahead and added some with my finger just to make it super intense. And there you go, a very easy neutral with a pop of blue eye look. Next, I'm going into this beautiful pink look, which I live for pinks. So I'm starting off with electric, and I'm just using that in my crease with a nice fluffy blending brush, slowly building upwards, as I always do, basically. And now I'm taking Dipple, which is one of my favorite shades. It's like a neon pink, and I'm just using a very precise crease brush, and I'm starting off in the outer V and then building it up on the inner V, or the inner corner as well, to get that halo eye look. And then I'm just blending that along the lower lash line as well. And now I'm taking Solstice, which is a really metallic foiled pink shade, and I'm just putting that onto the center of my lid and kind of blending it into that neon pink. And then I'm taking Boho, which is a really pretty rose gold shade, and I'm just taking that along my lower lash line for a nice little pop. And then last but not least, I'm taking Spirit, and I'm just going to put that onto the center of the lid for a little extra dimension. And then I'm also going to build it up on my inner corner and underneath my brow bone. I love this highlight shade. It's super fun, great for any colorful looks. And then finishing up with eyeliner and mascara. Voila, a very pretty pink look. And now I'm going on to this look, which I think kind of reminds me of like a watercolor painting. Probably not everyone's cup of tea, but I really liked how it turned out. So I'm starting off with the electric, which is one of my favorite shades. I could not stop using it, and I'm just blending that onto like my inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to go into Palooza, which is a beautiful, such a pigmented teal shade. And I'm just blending that into the middle of my crease, which it ends up looking very blue instead of green mixed in with the pink. But I just thought it looked super pretty. I didn't blend too much. I mean, I blended, but I just wanted to kind of, I don't know. I thought this was kind of more like an editorial type look. I just liked how it ended up. So now I'm taking Swag, which is that bright purple, and I'm just going to put that onto my outer V and kind of blend into that tealish blue shade. And I'm just slowly building that up, and then I'm taking it along the lower lash line just a little bit, like the outer third. And then I'm going to take Hippie, which is just this really pretty orange shade, and I just threw that onto the lower lash line, just like the inner corner, or the inner half, just for something different. And then I took Palooza and took that along the lower lash line as well, just to connect those two, the purple and the orange. And then I'm just using the blending brush to blend everything together. And now I'm taking Carnival, which is a really pretty gray shimmery shade. It kind of has like a little bit of a bluish purple undertone to it, and I thought it looked beautiful on the lid with this look. And then I took Wicked with the purpley shimmer shade, and I just blended that onto the outer V into the gray. And then I'm taking Spirit, again, to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. And finishing off with eyeliner and mascara. And that is the finished look for that watercolor-esque eye. So next I wanted to do something a little bit more light and tropical, which these are the colors I played with in my original video. So I'm starting off with Palooza, and I'm just blending that into my crease. This is so pigmented, it's crazy, but I'm just slowly blending upwards and just softening that entire look. And I'm kind of blending it all over the lid and along the lower lash line as well. And then I'm taking Ultimate, which is one of my favorite shades. Again, it is such a beautiful foiled teal shade, and I'm just taking that all over the lid with my finger, just because I got tired of making brushes dirty. I was like using like 800 million brushes, and then I'm just blending it a little bit You could keep it just like that on its own, but I went ahead and took neon along the lower lash line just to add a fun little pop of green. And then I also took Euphoria, which I ended up mixing with Magical along the inner corner just for a pop of gold. I don't think Euphoria is my favorite shade. It's a little bit lacking. So yeah, at least it's lacking on the inner corner. It didn't give me the intensity I wanted. And then I went ahead and took Trixie along the brow bone just for a nice little highlight. And then it went ahead and blended all the edges. And then the very last look is a super matte brown smoky eye. I just wanted to show one more option. This is Hipster I'm starting off with, which is a nice dark brown, and I'm just going to pack that onto the lid. This would be even better if you used an eyeshadow base, like a black eyeshadow base underneath it. It would be so pigmented and dark and smoky, but I just wanted to do something super easy and just use the shades that are in the palette. And then I went ahead and took Escape, and I used that into the crease in order to blend everything out. You can see my face is getting kind of cakey at this point, so don't mind the skin around the eye. It's a little not cute. That's okay though. And then I'm going back in with Hipster and just blending into the crease as well. I just wanted no harsh lines. I just wanted a nice soft matte smoky eye. And then I went ahead and took a little bit more Hipster on that flat shader brush and just built it up. And then again, blending the edges and finishing off with mascara. I think I forgot eyeliner this time. And that is the finished look. That's the entire video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.